So,
Hey,
yeah, who is this?
hey, it's Michael. Happy Monday, man. How you doing?
How you doing, Michael?
Good, good. Can't complain. Just getting the week started, my friend. I noticed you reached out about the mastermind, right? I think it was back on Friday.
Yes, I'm curious just to learn a little more.
100%. That's the exact reason why I gave you a call. Just a heads up, by the way, the call is going to be recorded. But before we dive straight into details, you know, it is a private event. I do want to take some time here, Chris, just to get to know more about yourself, your business, to make sure what makes sense, and then we'll dive straight in. Okay?
Okay, that sounds perfect. Thank you.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, give me a bit more background on what you do.
Yeah, so I am currently a data engineer at Lyft. I started the side business where I wrote a book, I sell the book, and then I use that book to offer an upsell where I offer a service to clients to break into the data engineer space. So like services such as how to prepare for the interview, how to negotiate, how to get your resume ready, maybe do some mock interviews, stuff like that. And it's only been like 3 months. It's doing well. It's already on pace to do over 100 grand. But the long-term goal is to create something of an automated course, if you will,
Mm-hmm.
especially like in the tech space where a lot of people want to come in and code up, practice their coding skills. So something interactive, if you will, because I haven't really found something in the data engineer space specifically for that. So yeah, I know that can be scaled. I know that can be automated, and I know that product, not the service business, but that product specifically could be um, scaled to hopefully millions, which is why I'm interested in this investment.
Yeah, with the right execution, 100%. I mean, that's actually right up my alley. That's what my business does, right? So we basically have a sales agency, sales marketing agency, where we take on different clients, right? We might run into someone who has a fitness program, but they know absolutely nothing about marketing, sales, and lead generation, right? So basically take over that side of everything for them. Yeah, I mean, the market's big, and you probably could make millions. It all comes down to execution, right? How good your offer is, and everything else that's involved. How do you get your leads right now?
Yeah, so right now I go through Reddit. So if there's like a data engineer thread on Reddit, I just post on there and I just answer people's questions, help them out, and then try to funnel them through to the website from there.
Okay, and you're the one doing that, right?
Yes, I'm the one writing the helpful answers.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay, and then basically you do that. And how much is your program?
So the book right now sells for $30, and then the program sells for 3,500.
Okay, so basically what you do is you get them the book first, they go through it, and then maybe you hop on a sales call with them, and then you upsell them for the 3,500.
Yeah, exactly. And so it's a business model where 3% of the views to the website buy the book, and then 10% of those that buy the book hit me up for the mentorship package, if you will. And then I upsell them, and then from there, some people might be very active on the mentorship package. Some people I might never hear from them again. So it's that kind of thing where I'm still trying to figure out, how scalable the mentorship package part really is. And, I've had the idea of like bringing on, other data engineers to be the mentors, kind of start creating like a two-sided marketplace.
Mm-hmm.
But that, again, that's kind of next steps, if you will.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you're looking at hiring probably. I mean, you're like 2 or 3 employees away from taking it to a place where you can replace yourself, right? And you can just focus on the operations and the management of everything. But it seems
Mm-hmm.
like just kind of overall structuring this, just the business operations, just how to go about it. That's kind of where you're missing maybe the expertise, the guidance. Am I hearing you right?
Yeah, exactly. Like I know the market is there, and I know the tech side because I am currently a data engineer at Lyft. But yeah, my concern is more like how do we take it to the next level where we scale it and where we Um, I have employees I can trust and stuff like that. So even today, like I'm getting on the call with a logo designer from Upwork from India, because I still need a logo, right? And so it's very,
Yep.
very early days, if you will. But
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah,
Always looking to learn.
but it seems like past 3 months that you've done pretty well, right? I mean, what, 4 or 5 figures?
Yeah. It's let me see. Add that up, 4, 10, 5, around 15 grand already in like less than in a month and a half. And so I'm including another month of like writing the book, but yeah, in a month and a half it's like 15K. And so
Nice.
hopefully, the traction continues.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, here's the thing, right? Because even back in the day, if you, ever saw right, he would basically run ads, YouTube ads mainly to cold traffic, right? Run them through a funnel, and then there was an upsell for the like $1,000, right?
Hmm.
Back then that was possible. Back then you could put somebody on a webinar, put a video in front of them, and then they'll swipe their credit card for a couple thousand, right? Now it's definitely different. It's not going to be possible whatsoever. What I've seen, you need a sales team, right? If you're gonna sell a $3,500 package consistently and scalably, like you're gonna need sales guys on phones, operating on a commission, right? Because I'm sure at the end of the day, you can't. I mean, you could, but you'd just be working insane hours if you were taking the sales call yourself, right? And I'm sure you want to.
Right.
You mentioned you want to replace yourself as well, correct?
Right. Correct. And so I'm curious, why is the YouTube version not possible anymore?
Yeah, just because buyers they're smarter than they once were. I guess would be the short answer, right? They're more kind of wary of the different offers and upsells that are coming around. I mean, you could try it. You might make sales, but the hard part is being profitable on your traffic, right? Especially on Facebook. Good luck. YouTube is, you don't have to pay as much, but it's one thing converting, and it's another converting at a profit, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, yeah, this is obviously something that that I've been doing for a long time. I'm going to be at the mastermind we're doing here. A couple of the other guys who basically oversee everything on the brand side will be there. And we've actually had a lot of people come out to these masterminds basically for the exact same reason. Like there was this one guy, his name was he actually joined the $100,000 mastermind last year. Right, we usually get like 1 or 2 every year to do that. What he did, like he had a small coaching group where he was teaching people how to like flip land, right? Like raw land, no house on it, just a plot of land. And he's doing pretty well with it. And then when happening was, him and the business together, you might have seen some ads, maybe not, but, he's been, they partnered up on the coaching side of things. But yeah, I mean, we usually get a lot of people who kind of want to do what you're doing, right? They have a skill, they know how to do something, but they just don't know the leads and the sales and the marketing side,
Right.
Yeah, I think there's no question that you definitely find a lot of answers and get a lot of, guidance in terms of like what you need to do and what next steps you need to take from the event. But I guess the main question is, are you going to be able to make it out? We are going to be doing it in Puerto Rico on November 5th. How does the weekend trip sound?
Yeah, the weekend trip sounds great. I'm more concerned about cost and what else do I need to be to have in mind for. In terms of timeline, like yeah, I can take some time off. That's not a problem at all.
Okay, great. Great. Yeah, I mean we're going to be doing it. It's going to be a 1-day event, but it is Puerto Rico, so you probably want to stay for 2. Have some fun, enjoy the beach. But
Right.
basically how the event's going to go, our goal here, right, the way that we kind of restructured the mastermind, we've been doing this for literally a decade, right? These, masterminds where we bring out entrepreneurs and try to give as much value as possible. We have a pretty good system in place, to kind of deliver the most value to everyone who's in attendance. So what we're calling these events now, they're called the Net Worth Mastermind. Keep it short and simple. We want people to come out, learn something, apply it, and increase their net worth over time, whether that's with their business operations, their investments, their lifestyle, their relationships. It can be 10 different things, right? So what we're going to be doing at the event is we just want to expose you to people who are like 10, 15, 20 years ahead of you in your niche or industry, right? So we're going to be bringing, obviously, going to be there, his team, myself, we'll all be there. You know, people who are, you know, maybe more involved in like real estate or crypto or personal branding or, you know, service-based businesses or product-based businesses. You're going to pretty much meet every entrepreneur that you could meet here. The important thing for you is coming up with certain goals, right? If your goal is to automate your system, maybe you have a program where you know that there's some serious value, but you don't know how to monetize it. You know, you want to be having conversations with the right people, right? And I can introduce you when we're there, just so you can get in the right, shake the right hands, get the right contact. But anyways, the event itself will be going from 1 to 6 or 7 p.m. We usually go on for a couple hours. There's going to be a lot of Q&A, a lot of networking opportunity as well. One-day event, literally just going to be a one-time investment of $5,000 for this mastermind in specific.
Gotcha. And so it's 5,000, and that's not including, you know, anything else. That's not including flights, hotels, anything like that.
Correct. So our team will, once we take care of that investment, we would get in touch over email. We'd send you over all the flights, which airports, where to be staying, you know, et cetera, right? So we have everything done on paper.
Got it. And so you said it's the November 5th weekend. Is there any, like, timeline you need in terms of a decision?
Yeah, ASAP. we are filling up pretty quickly on this one. But I mean, is there anything you wanted to think over? Anything in specific that's kind of holding you back here?
Definitely the price would be the biggest factor for me, just because I know that I take like flights, hotels, you know, everything, all that is probably going to come out to be closer to like 10K. And as I said, you know, my business is still early on. With that said, right, I'm hoping to close a few more deals even this week, and so that's why it'd be great if I can like hold off and you can see like, okay, what is realistic for me without you know just spending everything I've made so far.
Okay. Yeah, that's definitely fair. Where are you from, by the way?
I'm from New York City. I grew up in Harlem, and now I work in Seattle. I started off at Amazon and now work for Lyft.
Oh, nice. Oh, yeah, you mentioned you're at Lyft. Okay. And,
yeah, as a data engineer, yeah.
Yeah, that estimate was, you were pretty, that was a pretty big high ball. I just looked up a flight from New York to Puerto Rico to San Juan, where the event's going to be. Round trip, about $200-300, right, depending on how luxurious you're getting with the flight, right? Itself, when you're in Puerto Rico, you're probably looking at maybe a couple $100 tops, which you're probably looking at, like, to be conservative, like $7,000 all in, right, including the investment. Just so we're on the same page, like aside from that dollar amount, that's probably something that can get worked out. I know you're going to get a lot of value from this, so. We can talk about it, but is there anything else that's holding you back, or it's just making sure that you're not going to get put in the hole by coming out?
Yeah, so just to be clear, I live in Seattle now. I'm from New York though.
Gotcha,
so that flight tends to be like $600, I think.
Probably, yeah.
But yeah, you're right. Like even if it's 8,000, between 8 and 10,000, right? Like, not too big of a difference. But yeah, other than that, I think that's probably the biggest thing holding me back. Other than that, I have a lot of respect for him, and he gives a lot of value, and so I'm not worried about that part. And time-wise, it's not too much of a commitment, to take a day off, and so I'm not worried about that part either.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Well, let me ask you this. I mean, if you came out to an event like this, right? You talk to, I'll introduce you to Dylan, the director of, and he oversees all the funnels, all the marketing, all the sales. I'll talk to you as well, introduce you to some people in the room. Do you think if you came out, you'd make, let's say, at least like 10 more sales on your high ticket program?
That would be the hope.
Over the course of the next like 6 months, let's say, 10 deals.
That would be that'd be awesome.
I'd hope that you would, right? Because you're going to be in a room with, probably gotten like this year alone, 4 or 5 million in core sales, right? And you're going to be exposed to all the people who are largely responsible for that, who come out to the event. So, it really just comes down to the execution side of it. But yeah, I don't think there's a value here. What we could do, we can put it this way. Again, don't want you to go broke by doing this. Let's start you out with a down payment. $2,000 we'll get you in. We'll fly you out to the event. Just keep a couple thousand for the ticket, the hotel. The other $3,000, let's just put that on pause for now. Come out to the event, learn something, apply it. Let's keep in touch afterwards. When you make one extra sale because of what we taught you, you can give me a call sometime in like December, January, and we can take care of the rest. I'm pretty confident you'll get value from it. And if you don't, also I should let you know we have a refund guarantee. We've always done it with masterminds because we're confident in what we do. I think 2 people have asked for refunds before. One guy got cancer, and the other guy had a product that he didn't launch, something like that. But yeah, we'll do $2,000 now, $3,000 after, and if you want to add some more on the top of the thank you, that's always appreciated.
Yeah, that actually sounds amazing. That sounds fair. Okay, yeah,